Video. I'll be sharing with you some very interesting and very latest news coming from the ground. So start with this one. Just want to show you this picture, guys. First, if you take a look at his uniform, you see something here. Now he is a Delta airline aircrew. He works there, and what you notice from his uniform is something right here, and that is a pin, a Palestinian flag pin. What happened is the Zionist, pro-Zionist, they are freaking out, and this is what they have said. Your customer, hey Delta, your customer on a Boston to West Palm Beach flight yesterday were perplexed to see your flight attendant adorning a flag of Palestine pin. And this is not sitting well with the Zionists, because now they're thinking, oh my goodness, people are waking up, people are seeing the truth, and therefore they're supporting Hamas, they're pro-Hamas, oh my god. But this guy doesn't think that way. Look at this guy. He posted a video. He said, this is what the Palestinians, Gazans, are missing. He filmed himself from inside Tel Aviv. Let's take a look. The music, the food, the drinks, the couches, the food, the culinary, everything. This is what he is saying, that because of your resistance, because you are loving your freedom, you're fighting with us, this is exactly what you are missing at the moment. Well, obviously, he is at least not speaking. Do you know who else is talking? Yeah, you guessed it right. This guy, his name is Ryan Garcia. Take a listen to what he's saying. This is a complete racist, this guy, and take a look at what he's saying.
Fuck you and fuck Muslims that fucking rape little kids. Bro, fuck all you motherfuckers, bro. You guys are weird as fuck. Fuck all you Muslim ass fucking weird ass fuckers.
Okay, so the question is not whether what he's saying is right or wrong, because it is obvious what he's saying is beyond wrong and very objectionable, highly objectionable, very evil, purely evil, to say in one word. The question is really, should he be banned? Should his career be over after this racist remarks about the about the Gazan people, the Palestinian and the Arabs? He's talking also about Arab kids. This is the question, but we all know, because of the Zionist lobby, they are so strong. I don't think that Ryan Garcia will be banned or suspended. Now, obviously, this is not exactly how a lot of people think. Even the Jewish people, they believe that this is what is happening in Gaza is absolutely wrong. And to protest against Zionist is, in fact, pro-Judaism. And one person tweeted, and this is why we have seen over and over again on many occasions, guys, people are chanting, people are talking, and the Jews are coming out and talking about this genocide to stop it. But do you know what they're also doing? I mean, not the Jew, like this, in this case, the evil people, people like Ryan Garcia, they're posting some fake news. So this is a picture somebody posted, and take a look at the caption, what they're saying here. So he said, that a 15-year-old Jewish boy was assaulted in Paris by 8 men because he was assumed to be Jewish. And then he said he was insulted, called a Zionist, beaten, and reportedly forced to chant "Long Live Palestine" while being filmed. The 8 perpetrators are members of the Jeunes Garde, a violent group founded by Raphael Arnault, a far-left candidate in France, currently running in the legislative elections for a seat in the National Assembly. Well, okay, so everything handy-dandy, but the problem is, by looking at this picture, I don't see that 15-year-old is beaten up by pro-Zionist. He is there. I don't even know if he's that 15-year-old boy at all. They make up stories, and you can clearly see the reason I'm saying that, no, that is not the case. He was not beaten, because these people are cheering him and they are minding their own business. Nobody is touching him. Nobody is pointing fingers at him. And we do not obviously have the audio, but from the picture it's very clear that there was no assault taking place. And the reason for that, for me to believe that to be false, whoever posted this alleged assault, is because of photos like this too. Take a look at this. Kids are playing, and there is a pro-Palestinian protest going on. Let's read here. These are all fake news. Holy SYED. The anti-Zionist movement protested a children's softball match in Canada because the kids were Israeli, protesting 7-year-olds. Not at all. Are you crazy? Who will go in this kind of protest with so many people involved and holding flags, and they will stand in front of kids? I mean, these Zionist bigots, they have really lost their mind. And I mean, fake news has its limit. For them, there is no limit to it. And this is why we know, I mean, these people are fake. And the Zionists, don't make mistake, the Zionists, even though they're trying to portray the pro-Palestinians as evil people protesting in front of children who are, Jewish, but nevertheless, there's one thing very, very scary about them, which is that they are open to commit genocide since they formed this movement in the early 19th century. Let's take a listen to what John, he's saying. His name is John Mearsheimer. He will tell you everything. Let's take a listen.
Is this what Zionism was supposed to be like, or you think the Zionist ideology has evolved over the last few decades?
Zionism from the get-go was all about creating a Jewish state.
But not to the extent of being genocidal or cleansing,
the Zionists understood from the very beginning that you had to cleanse. There's no way Jews or Zionists moving out of Europe can come into an area that's filled with Palestinians and create a Jewish state without cleansing the area. They understood that from the beginning. This is very clear from the historical record. The Zionists who came out of Europe and, laid the foundation for what is Israel today were very smart people. I mean, they were very smart, very clever. They knew exactly what they were doing. And they understood that they would have to do horrible things to the Palestinians in order to create a Jewish state. It was just inevitable. There's no way you could create a Jewish state otherwise.
And he is just on point, because we know that Zionists, even today, if you take a look at all the reports and everything that they're saying, the rhetoric from the Israeli government is very, very clear, which is that we're going to commit genocide, do whatever you want, and they're showing middle finger to the whole world, rest of the world, and including anybody. It could be even people from the states, who are in the government. They're showing middle fingers to them. Whoever will disagree from the government, whoever will disagree from anywhere, this 0.1% population, I think it's even less than 0.1. I say 0.01%, maybe something. The Zionist, the whole number, the total number. It is so minuscule, it is so puny, so little, and yet so powerful. Even, I would say they are 100 times more powerful than these people protesting. I think this is happening in Jerusalem. Take a look at this. This is happening in Jerusalem. And Zionist movement, they're so powerful, they can just override any protest. They can override anybody's objection, and including even this one. Take a look at this one. I believe this is happening in UK. So basically people are chanting and they are very, very open. The Zionism is terrorism and all that. But obviously falling everything in the deaf ear, and nobody cares. I mean, the elite, the powerful, the governments who are in charge, they don't care. And it doesn't matter if you call countries democracy. The countries have democracy because your voice, my voice, is not heard. The voice that is heard by the government is the Zionist voice. And one Christian finds it very, very difficult to understand, and he is fighting for his faith because Zionism is destroying it. They do not want to accept these countries as Christian countries. They want to accept these countries to be their slaves. Take a listen.
In South Dakota, Republicans in 35 states have backed anti-Semitism laws. They're doing it in Congress with the Department of Education. You're not allowed to say, for example, that Jews killed Jesus Christ. We all know they did.
I thought it was the Romans. The Romans killed him.
Yeah, absolutely.
They said, crucify him, give us Barabbas. That was the Jews, not the Romans. Do you believe in Jesus Christ,
the Arabs,
sir?
the Arabs love Christians.
Do you
right?
believe in Jesus Christ, sir?
He's not my savior, no.
He's not your savior? This is the problem.
What about about my free
This is the
rights.
problem.
My free rights.
This is a Christian country. So we can tolerate non-Christians, but we need Christian leaders.
Yeah, but doesn't really matter. You can tolerate whatever, but at the end of the day, you're all slaves of Zionist entity. And so people, Christian from Christian faith, Muslim faith, they're fighting for their rights and whatnot, and labeling or calling their country as Muslim country, Christian country. At the end of the day, these all are just mere words, empty words. So yeah, we need to talk about Zionism, nevertheless, create awareness, and we will see at one point in time, hopefully, people will wake up, and the Muslims will realize, especially the Muslim, so-called Muslim countries leaders, that no, the Zionists, they're not friend of anybody, they're just friend of their own